Genesis sneakers that we're getting out of the boxes that are trading with 200% more experience, especially the ones that you're trading that are near the floor price. Those are the most efficient, where you're getting the biggest rewards. A lot of other stuff that we covered during the course of the town hall. We're going to cover all that very quickly. You can always go back and listen to that recording. All of the changes, all of the updates that have happened just in the last few days since the town hall, we definitely want to open it up and get Jan's vision on where he sees this going, what he thinks about wash trading and these mechanics that we're building into the website to make sure that we're getting good, healthy trading. This new system, I can't wait for you guys to hear the details. Sounds great. And then the real focus of this Discord AMA is Ask Me Anything. We want to open it up to your questions. We want you to be able to ask us anything you want. We'll try to get to as many of those as we can. I guess we're getting near the top of the hour. I think we're probably pretty good to start here. You guys ready? Misha, all good?
Let's go.
Nice. Jan, Tenue, you guys good?
Yep.
Let's do it. We'll start at the top like we normally do. Nothing that we say here is financial advice. Do your own research, because it's very important that you don't trust morons like us. You actually go out and research what it is that you're going to do if you're going to do it with your own money. But we're going to give you a lot of good information here that hopefully can help you along the way in your research. Should we start with an announcement? I feel like we tease an announcement at the very top, and then we can go through a review of what we did on Town Hall. What do you guys think? Sound good? How about we announce trading volumes for those that have not looked? If you want to start looking at the trading volumes for Gas Hero, Gas Hero trading volumes are now not only the #1 project, the #1 game on Polygon, but it's pretty much just bigger than everything else on Polygon combined. And what that means for MOOAR, if you look at the MOOAR trading volume on Polygon, MOOAR is now the #1 trading marketplace on Polygon. Now let's look at Solana. For Solana, MOOAR is now also the #1 trading marketplace on Solana, ahead of Magic Eden and Tensor on 24-hour trading volumes. Unbelievable. When you're looking in the EVM world, we've also passed OpenSea. So we have more trading volume than OpenSea, and it's all to do with the things that we've been announcing over the last week or so with this new rewards program, more box, the ability to become rewarded for your trades, the insane amount of excitement that there is for Gas Hero and the community test, and everything that is going on with these new, more Steppen Genesis sneakers and your ability to get even bigger rewards out of the boxes with them. Do you guys want to touch on trading volumes real quick before we go through the review of what was in the town hall? Jan, you got anything to say?
Okay, so I'm just looking at the Solana one. So MOOAR has the more trading volume than any other NFT marketplace combined on Solana. So we are at 57.27% dominancy, meaning that everything add up will be 43, which is be less than us on Solana. And unfortunately, the Solana SPL GMT calculation was not taken into consideration with the was that abstractors? So it's not correctly reflected on the DM radar. Otherwise, we'll probably overtake OKX the marketplace as well. But basically Solana is working on it. I don't know when that's going to be done, but once we can curate everything, we'll have a true reflection of the trading volumes on MOOAR. But I think we'll see, because not only that we're doing the MOOAR box, we have new exciting product features going to come out, and I think MOOAR will have a wonderful year for 2024.
Absolutely. If this month is any indication of where 2024 is going, we are off to a phenomenal start. If you guys didn't hear what Jan just said, not only are we #1 marketplace on Solana, but we're bigger than all the other marketplaces combined. That's an insane number. That's a big number. All thanks to you, all thanks to our community that's in there actively trading on MOOAR, bringing your NFTs, listing them, buying them, selling them. A lot of it are these Genesis sneakers that are so much fun to trade and look really cool. And I just love where this is all going. The actual trading volumes being mixed with Solana and GMT, and then also on the other chains, you've got ETH and Wrapped ETH and Matic and GMT. We're definitely working through that with all the aggregators to make sure the data looks right on all the websites. I feel like on each blockchain, it's got its own challenge, but we're getting closer to all the websites reflecting our actual volume. The beauty is it's all on chain. So it's not like you can make it up, right? You can add up individually. Here's your amount of Solana trading. Here's your amount of GMT trading. The two amounts combined, this is where you rank. Some websites are starting to get it right. Others still have some work to go. We're absolutely getting there, which is fun. What does that mean for you, Tenue? As you're building out this website and you're thinking about, okay, I'm product manager. I'm trying to make this thing work. Are we ready? Are we ready for the volumes? Can we handle what's coming?
Definitely, yeah. On the back end, we made a lot of optimizations on trading. So we are much stronger than before holding like huge amount of volume at the same time. And on the other hand, we started to support smoothly the compressed NFT, what we call the shards, using sort of similar technology as 1125 on ERC. So we basically supporting all these type of different NFT types and supporting large volumes, batch trading, batch listing, and batch offer accepting, all these things. We are pretty ready. And of course, it's always, as a builder, you're always on the way. So yeah, we will see along the way and whatever optimizations we need to work on.
Very nice. Sounds good. You guys good with me just ripping through the town hall recap really fast, and then we can get to the juicy new stuff?
Yeah, of course.
Let's do it. So in our MOOAR November town hall recap that we did on X, on our X space, we went into the vision for MOOAR. The vision is definitely to create a fun, gamified trading platform, right? Where it feels rewarding. Your transactions are both fun and rewarding. We know that to build this system and have it built right is going to take time, and we're going to have to adjust it. A big part of what we built was MOOAR Box. This is gamified trading where both buyers and sellers can receive a MOOAR Box after trading an NFT. The size and value of the box correlates with the size of the trade. MOOAR boxes contain NFT shards so far in season 1. Right now we have 2 weeks that are these MOOAR Steppen Genesis sneaker shards. We know the second 2 weeks will be the BAYC, the Bored Ape shards. And then we'll rotate back to the sneakers and then back to the apes. The entire season will last 10 weeks, and the shards that you're earning now can be used the entire way. So if you earn a sneaker shard now, you have a choice to either collect that shard, try to get up to 20,000 of them so you can redeem them for a sneaker. You can also list them for sale on MOOAR, and they're selling somewhere between 1.5 GMT, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. Or you can even recycle them back to us, where you sell them back to us for a half a GMT, which is far below what they're selling on the secondary market. So I think that's what most people do, is either get the sneaker or sell them back to the other traders. We know that these shards we're getting now can still be redeemed for sneakers, can still be recycled, and still can be sold on the marketplace all throughout the season. And that'll be the same way with the ape shards that come out during round 2. So 4 rounds that we have going on. You have box slots, just like in Steppen. As you earn these boxes through your trades, you've got a limited number of slots that the boxes can go into. They have timers on them. If you go to a higher membership level, that gives you more box slots. A higher level box has a longer timer. The boxes have an opening cost. If you open the box immediately when you get it, your EV is not going to be as positive. If you wait all the way until the end of the timer, it's going to be the most EV positive that you can get opening up that box. And then there's a gamification along the way. How quick do you open up those boxes? We definitely have implemented measures to detect and prevent wash trading. We're going to go into that here in just a few minutes and talk to you about what we've seen over the first few days, what actions we've taken so far, and a new system that we're planning to launch soon. For these MOOAR Steppen Genesis sneakers, very important to remember these can only be traded on MOOAR. No other Steppen sneakers are traded on MOOAR, just these MOOAR Steppen Genesis sneakers. These sneakers give you 200% more XP for every trade conducting. That means that if you trade these Genesis sneakers instead of a Gas Hero coupon or something else, you're going to get bigger boxes and you're going to get bigger rewards, more shards that come out of those boxes. Also a bigger increase to your membership level as you're trying to unlock those additional slots. Also probably important to remember that part of the way that we built the system is that when you trade closer to the floor price, that's your most efficient way in order to earn these shards. So if you're just artificially going into a collection and saying, okay, the floor price is 40,000 GMT, but I'm going to trade this thing at 80,000 GMT and see if I get more, It's not built that way. It actually looks to see what the floor price of the item is that you're trading, and your rewards are relative to that floor price. We can go into more detail on that as well if needed. The MOOAR box season structure we went through, MOOAR VIP got an upgrade to MOOAR Plus. MOOAR Plus memberships get extra XP for every trade. They also get to go beyond membership level 10. They get this extra benefit in all of their trades, right? And how quick they can grow their membership level in addition to those additional box slots. We do encourage users to check out as well this new special UI that we built for Gas Hero trading. So if you're part of the Gas Hero community test right now, you're probably seeing that there's a built-in in-app marketplace, not very much different than what we built with STEPN, that works very well and is designed to scale to potentially millions of users. But with Gas Hero, what we've done a little bit differently is we built a customized UI into MOOAR, where now you can see all this additional data, all the extra numbers, all the extra important things that you need when you're trading Genesis Gas Heroes, common heroes, uncommon heroes, pets, weapons, whatever it is. All these additional unlocks of the skills and how much they're leveled up and all those things can be seen really well. We can put that link into chat. You can check it out. You don't have to connect a wallet. You don't even have to be in the community test to look at what we've built, and that is testing right now as a part of the community test. We know that Gas Hero is the #1 most traded project on the Polygon network, bigger than all the rest combined. We know that MOOAR is the biggest marketplace on Polygon, now the biggest marketplace on Solana, bigger than all the rest combined, even passing OpenSea in trading volume now. And that's in large part due to just these free coupons we've been giving out to the community during this pre-launch phase of Gas Hero. They're common heroes, pets, weapons, Genesis heroes, Gas Hero badges, and the Solana growth is 100% a big part of this rewards program and all these Genesis sneakers as well. What else? What else did we cover in the town hall? I think the referral system we went in a little bit into. So you can always increase your membership level and the amount of experience points and how you get boxes faster by also referring your friends. So if you go to the MOOAR website and click over there on the right-hand side where your profile photo is, top right, come on down to where you see MOOAR Plus. You have an ability to go in and refer your friends. You get a custom link. And if you refer somebody active to the platform that is actively trading, you can get up to 10% of their trading volume in XP as well. I think that's the big stuff. Did I miss anything? Jan, Tenue, anything I missed from the town hall?
No, I think perfect.
No, I think that's all. Yeah.
Perfect. Let's go into everything new that's since Town Hall. What did we see? What did we see day one, immediately following the Town Hall, immediately following the launch of MOOAR boxes? To me, I saw a lot of Gas Hero trading. I saw an enormous amount of Gas Hero trading. I saw a lot of people learning how big they could get in rewards from their active trading and starting to list other collections, grabbing their NFTs that they have other places, listing things from the heist and from all these other projects, up until the point where we started getting these first sneakers redeemed. And then I definitely saw the sneaker volume go up huge. We certainly saw a lot of individuals on the platform going into individual single NFTs and buying it, selling it to a friend who would sell it right back immediately to them. And we built in mechanics into the website to deal with that. And we got some new stuff coming. Why don't we go into that now? Tenue, Jan, who wants to go first?
Okay. So that is more what we called. So I don't think we should call it anti-cheating because this is trading, right? But it was pretty hectic in the first 40 hours as we see there's a lot of single NFT being traded back and forth for farming the point. I mean, this is also not something uncommon in NFT trading space because we've seen that from Blur. As long as you're trading near the floor price, you get the point, and then you can farm, say, the Blur token. But for us, we really want to use this program to encourage more of authentic trading, right? So if it is just one single NFT being traded back and forth, it doesn't really help the user experience overall, right? So yes, you get the box, the shard. It doesn't really generate any like spillover benefit for other users. So we sort of asked ourselves what can we do to encourage the authentic trading, but also address the current issues. So we firstly have to do sort of a quick fix. So we have to actually make the MOOAR box disappear because there's no other ways. And then once we finish the front end, we put the disappear MOOAR box back and to show a temporary lock, because we want to lock the trading temporarily until we figure out what can we do to make the mechanic and system more authentic, user experience better, and also help overall the trading liquidity, the trading diversity. And we have a solution. Okay, how about you talk about the write light system or the traffic light system?
Yeah. This is some, after that short period of time, we really like diving into this issue really fast and trying to find solutions on that. So it's really about the balance, like on the one hand, we understand like people are excited about the events and that we welcome everybody to come and participate. And on the other hand, we just, trying to prevent some malicious behavior that might be having like negative effects in terms of the ecosystem. But we also, so I think in the future, we are launching a new feature on MOOAR tonight, which we call it a traffic light feature. Traffic light, you have green lights for pass, you have red lights for stop. So we will be having a visual indicator on each single NFT. You will see each single NFT listed on MOOAR. On their item cards on the bottom right corner, you will see a traffic light stuff. When it blinks red, it means this NFT has been traded too many times and no rewards is given. And vice versa for the green light, that means like you can get the full rewards, 100% or 200% for more sneakers. So what we really want to do here ultimately is we want to give more transparencies and help our community to get informed and make right decision confidently.
And so also ultimately, because we adopt a totally different model to Blur, I think this is actually overall, I think more of a more sensible solutions, because when platform encourage trading near the floor price, normally the price has been trading downward as a way to encourage the liquidity provisions. But you will have, like DeFi trading, you have impartial loss, right? So you can gain like Blur token, but you actually lost the face value of your NFTs. So that is a liquidity provision type of direction. And what we took here is the price discovery direction, meaning that with more of a gamified design, and people will be encouraged to trade up, right? Because by trading up, you can get better MOOAR box quantities, containing better shard, more shards. So you constantly discover the new prices. And also with this traffic light mode, you can also discover new selections, because by just trading on one collection over 100 times, that would be excessive liquidity being provided. And therefore, all these NFT might flag in red light because that's being traded too much. And then you'll be able to take a pause and say, okay, what else we can trade? What else? What other project? Any other project that I can trade confidently, you then can do some research and say, okay, I'll trade this one, trade that one. So not only that you discover the price through the MOOAR box, and also you discover new NFT collections. And I think that is overall a much more sensible solution to the user experience and to discover new projects. I think overall that will bring a positive vibe to the overall NFT marketplace.
Very cool. So let me ask some follow-up questions so I can make sure I understand how this works. We've got a red light, green light system. I can actually, starting tonight, go to the listings that I see on MOOAR for a Gas Hero coupon or a MOOAR Step-in Genesis sneaker, for a Heist NFT, for a Bored Ape, for whatever it is. If that NFT has been traded by me multiple times, the light will turn red, letting me know I can no longer get experience points and boxes from that individual NFT, and to move on to other NFTs in the collection, or move on to other collections, and then I can continue getting XP and boxes. So there's no more concern of, is somebody trading the same NFT over and over again? Is somebody trying to do something? Literally, it's built into the system. Visually, you can see if you trade this NFT, you're getting XP and boxes. If you trade this NFT, you're not. And then you can move on to other NFTs in the collection and move on to other collections to know exactly where you can optimize your rewards and the boxes that you're going to get, correct?
Okay, not necessarily collections. Let's say you can trade, let's say, Gas Hero badge number 1103. But if this one been traded too frequently, you can move on to trade 1325. So it's work on individual NFT level.
Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. So then the added piece to this, and I think this is a really important piece that our community still hasn't fully grasped. I go over to something like the MOOAR Step-in Genesis sneaker collection, and I see a group of people that will go way above the floor price. Let's say the floor price is at 35,000 GMT, and they're trading an NFT in that same collection that's at 55,000 GMT over and over and over and over. And they're assuming that they're getting more experience points and bigger boxes and better rewards because they're trading above the floor price. But we've also built into the system is that it looks at the floor price of the collection. And if you really want to optimize the amount of rewards you're getting, you'd be better incentivized to buy the bottom 3 NFTs in that collection, the least expensive ones, the ones on the floor, and then relist them at a higher price, because now you're getting the rewards that would be the same as the ones that were the higher price within that collection. But now as you raise the floor price, if you sell those same 3 NFTs, that's what's going to get you the bigger boxes, because the floor price is now coming up. Am I correct?
And not exactly, but almost. So we also have a system to monitor that when you list the NFT way over the floor price, not way over, let's say even moderately over the floor price, that also doesn't work. So what we want to see and what we see always work for this space is where you incrementally having a higher price. So we only allow a percentage of tolerance of how many more you can list. Otherwise, you are not getting actually more reward, actually getting less reward, because you sort of trying to, game the system. And we are pretty expert in game the system from all the lessons we learned from Renaissance. So I think it's just that people want to trade either a little bit up or a little bit down below the floor price. That's fine. But when they trade a little bit up to the floor price, they will get a little bit more rewarded through more bucks. Simple as that.
Exactly. So in the example I gave, if you're looking at the MOOAR Step-in Genesis sneakers and you're seeing sneakers at 35,000 GMT floor price, and you're trading ones at 55,000, you're actually getting the rewards of the 35,000 because it's looking at the floor price. So instead, if you were to buy 3 off the floor at 35, and you were to move all those up to 35.5 or 36, and then the floor price comes up to 36, you're just slowly moving up the floor price. When those sell that you list at 36, now you're getting rewards at 36,000 because you've effectively moved up the floor and you're getting rewards at the floor. So the most efficient way is to be buying the NFTs near the floor and to be slowly moving up the floor and trading near the floor. When you trade NFTs that are way, 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 way up artificially, you're actually just paying more service fees and you're not getting more rewards, which I think is a really interesting model. And then you add in, for those that missed and are just joining, a brand new system going live this evening where you've got a red light, green light. So built into each NFT in the collection, you will see this is an NFT that you yourself or others have been actively trading over and over and over and over and over. When that light turns red, you're no longer going to get XP and boxes on that NFT, so you just move to a different one in the collection. And by that, we're getting all the NFTs in the collection traded, not just certain ones within groups of people. Very cool. I love this. I'm looking forward to it. What time do you think, Tenue? 10, 12 hours from now? Hard to pinpoint? Just sometime in the next 24 hours?
I'd say next 6 to 8 hours we'll be ready. Yeah, we really just want to give people these clear visualization and want people to, get informed, because we understand for like last short period, sometimes like it's like not strictly defined what is the status of an NFT, and cause some little bit confusions. But we want to make it clear, and we make these fast changes. Yeah.
Very cool. Well, if we're good with that new mechanic, I want to review quickly all the different events that we've done through the month of November. And then I know we've got some extra comments we want to touch base on, and then I want to get into audience questions. Everybody good with that?
Sounds good. Let's go.
Sounds good. So month of November was huge. We did a lot of things in November. We started off the month with our Steve Aoki raffle mints. 240 sneakers in total. There were 60 walkers, 60 joggers, 60 runners, 60 trainers, 3,500 GMT each. I forget like the total amount, but wasn't it like 27 million GMT that was staked as a part of this event? I think it was over 4,000 wallets that participated. Massive collaboration to start the month. And we went right into our Heist raffle mint. Did this one a little bit differently. We had both Heist NFTs and Steppen Heist co-branded sneakers combined together for the winners. So we had 99 Tangs and Chimps plus that one Goon Juice Tang or Chimp. And then we had 99 OG sneakers plus that one Genesis sneaker. We had a lot of success with this one as well. Millions, I think over 4 million GMT locked in that one. A lot of different people that participated. And the beauty that I saw about this particular raffle mint was it was a lot of names that we recognized from the community winning these over and over and over using this new model. And I think we learned a lot about how the community perceives a ticket price of 2,500 GMT, where you can earn an NFT for the collaborator and an OG sneaker with a rare chance to get that Genesis. And we had some extra benefits in there as well, where you get a background in our game and then also a free Heist recruitment ticket to their next recruitment, which was awesome. Did a GNT competition with the Heist that went extremely well. We started our Gas Hero Genesis Hero raffle mints. Those are white-listed raffles. They're going phenomenally well. They're live for 4 weeks total. We announced MOOAR Plus. This is our new membership system that we just talked a little bit about. That's a big upgrade from VIP and all the things that go along with it. We've got these new NFT characters, these pets, right, that can evolve as you level up your membership, and that's a lot of fun and a lot of benefit that comes to getting your membership level above level 10, where you need that MOOAR Plus to participate. Solana snaps and Soulflare snaps. We've got 2 different quests that have been set up with Soul Scout quests. The first one was a GNT quest. Now we have a Soulflare Steppen Genesis sneaker quest that's going on. For those not aware, we just did a space on this yesterday. You definitely want to go to listen to that one. This is all about MetaMask and Ethereum and bringing Ethereum liquidity over to Solana, and the way that Soulflare built the MetaMask snaps in so that anybody with Ethereum has the opportunity to come do things on Solana, participate in creating GNT images and minting them on the blockchain right here on MOOAR. And also participating in a raffle mint to get these new Genesis sneakers. We added a bunch more Discord channels to the MOOAR Discord server. Misha, do you want to comment on that real quick? Because it seems like those things are taking off like crazy, aren't they?
Yeah, right now the Gas Hero Trading channel and Moorbox channel is on fire. We're getting lots of requests. We're getting lots of people sharing their results with boxes and strategies, and we can continue to support these conversations, and we're going to have more events coming surrounding more boxes and Gas Hero Trading in the future. Really excited about that.
Fantastic. I also know you guys are doing workshops every Friday. These are on Discord, on X, and on YouTube. I've been seeing yourself and Armandi, Anastasia, Exotic, a bunch of others that have been bouncing in there. I think you guys did one pretty much every Friday this month, right? You got another one coming up?
Yeah, we've been doing those for the last 2 months, and with more boxes releasing, I feel like we're getting even more attention. People really want to learn about how to trade to get more boxes, how to trade to get high level boxes, what to trade. and different strategies. So we're going to do another workshop this Friday, and we're going to go through like other features like offers and maybe trading other collections or trading several NFTs in one order, trying different things.
Very nice. We've also had our weekly Finding Satoshi drip drops going on. Week 1 of this month, we had the MOOAR Heist drip drop in order to celebrate the Heist rafflement. Week 2, we had our Fashion Fiesta to celebrate our merch store that launched this month and sold out insanely fast. Week 3, we went into Turkey with Thanksgiving. Week 4, I think we had a community out of the box event. Week 5, I think we got something really interesting dropping this Friday. You're absolutely going to want to pay attention. What happens Friday, and who knows? Maybe it's a little bit drippy. Maybe a little drippy this Friday, and something you want to participate in because this is going to be fun. We also have this thing being teased across the entire FSL ecosystem. Merry Boxes. I think there might even be a merch box giveaway. If you missed out on the merch store and the launch, and you want to get one of these merch boxes, look around more somewhere. I don't know where. Could be Twitter. Could be an X post. Could be on Discord. Could be on both. 2 p.m. UTC today. Look for something about merch if you want to get access to that. What else can I tease? I can definitely talk about the giveaways we got going on for this particular Discord AMA. 2,500 GMT prize pool. What you want to do is you want to go on our X post. You want to like and retweet that post announcing that we're here right now. You want to put your questions there, but even more importantly, as I see you all already doing, get your questions over there in the right-hand side of this live space, because this is an Ask Me Anything. We got 30 minutes left, and my goal is to give everybody a whole ton of this GMT. We'll probably give some big GMT to a couple people randomly, and maybe we'll give everybody that gets their question asked a little bit of GMT, something like that. We'll figure out a fun way to do it. I've got people live in chat right now grabbing questions that we're getting ready to dig through. Before I do that, Jan, do you want to dig into your views on GMT and how you think GMT kind of fits across the ecosystem when you look at STEPN and how we're earning GMT in STEPN, now on MOOAR, and how we're burning GMT on MOOAR and using it to open these boxes, and how it's going to go into Gas Hero as well while we're trying to grab these first questions?
Sure. So I briefly touched on the X space. So I think the view for us, the GMT should be the portal between the fungible token and the non-fungible token. So, and also the bridge between, I think people from like pre-NFT and also people from post-NFT. So, for people that joining the space before NFT, DeFi Summer, ICO, SCO, all these Bitcoin is, they will have, in the beginning, right, pretty hard time to understand why NFT all of a sudden become big. And it will be actually quite a challenge, actually, for me in the beginning, right, to actually adapt to NFTs. So I think to make the whole thing easier, and also for the whole newcomers from Web2 easier, is that, okay, we have the token, you can create the token or do anything with it, or you can turn it into NFTs, right? So NFT which are built by us, by all the different project building and the collection of building. And once you have the NFT, you then be part of our ecosystem. So if you participate to like different, so the Gas Hero badge was originally from STEPN. Now it's been transformed into the Gas Hero. And so the NFT will have connections, right? So we also have STEPN, badge NFTs. We'll have the sneakers now between the STEPN and MOOAR. So we'll create different form of NFTs with different type of utilities. I think this is most likely what NFT space going to become in this bull market, is to have utility. If it doesn't have utility, which we can talk about that later, is we'll create features for NFT to give them utilities on MOOAR. So overall, I think that's the first step, is the GMT, burn it, turn it into an NFT. And then once you have the NFT, do the things, you can use the NFT to earn NFT, for example, and then you can sell the NFT on MOOAR for GMTs. So that makes the full circle like a life. That GMT turns to NFT, NFT go back to GMTs. And MOOAR will play, I think, the important role in the second half is where people can trade NFT in GMTs. Because from what we see, it took us 3 days. Actually, took us 1 day to overtake Magic Eden. Second day we took Tensor, and third day we took OpenSea. But we ask ourselves why we can overtaking them on the trading volume so easy. Because NFT marketplace, there's absolutely zero switching cost for user, to trade. They trade for popular project, they trade for popular NFT collections, and there's no difficulty for them to switch. So what we trying to build with MOOAR is a place, not NFT's place. It's a place for NFT where it's traded in GMT, so it will be not as easy to switch to another platform if all the popular NFT are trading in GMTs, unless other platforms adapt GMT, which also going to be a win for us as a bigger ecosystem. And also we'll offer, as I said, interesting, fun mechanics, features. So have nothing to do with trading, but just be fun to participate. So that would be another way to retain user. And if I get all these tools consolidated, trading GMT, participate in fun activities, MOOAR will be the next generation NFT marketplace. And it will be also very difficult for people to jump to another NFT marketplace because they have their level system, their pet. Those cannot be taken away. Although we're going to turn the pet into the soulbound NFTs. Also, the MOOAR box that cannot be taken away, GMT cannot be taken away. All the other features cannot be taken away. So it will be very strategic for us to build more, and also be strategic for us to build more well, so that we can create a much more inclusive and bigger ecosystems overall. And everything is powered by GMT, and will provide more utilities for GMT as well.
Perfect. Thank you, Jan. Got a bunch of audience questions lined up. Let's start ripping through these. Some of these will be very quick answers, others a little bit more in depth from Jan and Tenyue, Misha, and myself. First one's coming from Sisti00. How important are the effects of more boxes and the more trading volume? I think it's huge. I think when you look at what more trading volumes were pre this new rewards program and more boxes, certainly Gas Hero badges, Gas Hero coupons, these pre-launch coupons we gave away for free to our community, we're trading at enormous volumes. But now that there's this new reward system, that volume's gone up substantially, and now you see not just those two collections trading, but now also these Genesis sneakers and other collections are starting to get liquidity added. Correct, Tenyue? You're seeing a big influx across the board and multiple blockchains, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think this is a triple win situation for that we plan. It's like on one hand, giving users this reward system with MOOARbox. It really make user, everyone participate, trade, and everything can be more rewarding and earn benefits. And on the other hand, the mechanics is designed in a way that we encourage a little bit higher price. So if people list higher, trade with higher price, they naturally will get a better result, better rewards. So in this way, it's kind of to the contrary of Blur model. We trying to trade up the value of NFT and make people appreciate the utility and appreciate the value of NFT itself. So it's the second point is good for all the NFT projects. And on the third point, I think it's also a win for MOOAR because with these mechanics, people started to, getting as people started to trade more, right? Redeeming more and more NFT, more sneakers. Right now we have in this collection better, more and more items and better liquidities. It generally have more dynamic trading in the platform, so we get more genuine liquidity. And if we like later on we launch the traffic light, green light, and red light system, we hope that people will clearly see like which from a rewarding perspective, people can clearly see which one is the best choice to trade. And it's sort of a system that helping the general ecosystem to gain more active tradings and drive the NFT price slightly upper and upper. So I think it's designed in a way to, benefits the three parties.
Absolutely. Got one here from Rao870. Says, I saw accounts selling badges and then buying on other accounts, and they're repeating this again and again. What are we doing to stop this? I saw a couple questions like this where people are monitoring the blockchain and seeing where individuals are just creating another wallet and another wallet and another wallet, yep. And they're selling back and forth to different wallets, and they're kind of wondering, what we're doing about that. In my mind, it definitely feels like they're disadvantaging themselves. Because the whole point of the MOOAR Plus system and more boxes is that as you raise your membership level and you can get up above 10 into the 12, 13, 14 and above range, you're getting bigger boxes and better rewards. If you create 1,000 accounts, you're not going to get as good of rewards as you just authentically trade on a single account, get that single account as high as you can get it, and then engage with other traders and trade back and forth with other traders instead of just trading with yourself. Does that sound about right, Jan? Anything you would add to that?
Yeah, and also those trading back and forth on single NFT really doesn't help, to bring the volume and diversity up. So it is understandable where you want to discourage wash trading of two accounts and then it's jumping on account. It is a way to game the system, but it doesn't really help the case. So, which is the reason we bring the traffic light system. So it will give a visual of which is tradable, which will be not tradable for now.
Perfect. Sounds good. Olga Galerkovich, oh my gosh, I am so sorry, I'm probably way off on your name. Ask, do you plan to list the Heist, Oyabun, and other collections? Absolutely. If you actually look on MOOAR right now, you go to collections in Solana, you'll see the Heist is actually the third most actively traded collection that we have on Solana. Certainly the MOOAR Step and Genesis sneakers, these new shards for the sneakers, and soon the shards for the apes will be in there as well. And then Heist are our top three. If you ever want to know about a collection that's not currently listed that you'd like to actively trade, up there on the top there's a search bar. Start typing in whatever the name of the collection is. If you don't see it pop up, there is a red link that will pop up, and you have the ability up there to request other collections be added. I think we've got a very active list that's being added. I saw a bunch that got added in the last few days, and so extra collections can be added. We, by choice, decided not to just add every collection that was out there everywhere, right? Because there are some collections that maybe don't have the same long-term viability as others. So we try to curate our collections somewhat, don't we, Tenyue, Jan?
Yeah, sure. So we intentionally trying to onboard more qualified projects and projects with more dynamic communities. And also we are building it like we build it from the technical perspective. We build the potential that for future partners, we can temporarily, increase their rewards rate. It can be as high, like temporarily as high as MOOAR Sneaker, probably. So MOOAR Sneaker would be the top. But during the promoted period, we can sort of onboard it other projects and communities. So in this way, we trying to, attract more users from other communities and get better liquidities on MOOAR for those projects.
Very nice.
And for our experience of running, project for the past 2 years, we understand, I think, several important, rocks up. So one of them was it has to be a strong project in order to work with other strong projects. If you're not strong, you're trying to say, oh, can I work with other strong project? They're not going to reply you or quietly reject you. So for us, MOOAR has to be a strong performing marketplace in order to attract strong, next generation game or next generation PIP project. So the whole MOOAR box and the whole revamp of MOOAR is to make us a super strong platform, to demonstrate our ability to build, to demonstrate that we can build very diverse product types. We have the Gas Hero, which is the strategic game. Second, Finish, and MOOAR is on the marketplace or the DEX, and a few others we are planning. So all very diverse. We demonstrate that we build one, we build it right, we build it good, we build it to be the number one in the space. And the collaboration, the partnerships, the liquidity will come to you. It's always easier in that way.
Perfect. Next question comes from Andrew. Can you provide details on the privileges and bonuses that Genesis holders will receive? I'm assuming this is for the MOOAR STEPN Genesis sneakers. You want to go into a little bit more depth on that, Tenyue? What do you get as a Genesis holder?
Yeah, so for all the MOOAR sneaker holder, when you trade a MOOAR sneaker, you will get double the experience point, meaning that you will grow your level much faster. In growing level, you can get better rates for rewarding. So for example, if I samely I traded like $100 worth of NFT, made a deal. If I am very high on level versus I'm a kind of a new user on MOOAR, it can be on average as big as 3 times or even more difference in terms of rewarding. So definitely leveling up is a really powerful way in terms of MOOAR box. MOOAR sneaker can help you leveling up much faster. On the other hand, for each single deal, you will get doubled count of the transaction, which meaning because the rewards is related to the deal volume that triggers the MOOAR box. So these transaction for MOOAR sneaker, you will get much better quality for the box. That's like much better value for the rewards.
Absolutely. And if I were to quantify that, I think this is an important point for everybody to hear. So if you trade a 35,000 GMT MOOAR STEPN Genesis sneaker, you pay a 700 GMT service fee, but you get a reward as if you traded 70,000 GMT, which would have had a 1,400 GMT service fee. So it's almost like you're cutting your service fee in half, right? And you're getting the benefit of double the trading volume for that transaction. We also find users that are sweeping multiple NFTs together, both listing and selling, buying and seeing bigger boxes that come from that as well, which I think is a really important concept to understand. When I go back to that example from before, for that user that decides to trade an NFT that's 70,000 GMT, let's say a Genesis sneaker in a collection where the floor price is 35,000, certainly they're still going to get that double benefit, but they're also going to pay a doubled service fee. But the way the system works is it's actually looking at the floor price. So you're going to get the reward as if it was the 35,000 floor price sneaker. So again, the most efficient way, if you guys want to go out there and farm these rewards, is to buy the things that are closest to the floor, relist them a little bit higher and slowly raise the floor price. That's going to let you pay the least amount of service fee and get the biggest, highest quality rewards. One common question I've seen is, by holding one of these MOOAR STEPN Genesis sneakers, does that mean that I get a 200% increase in all my other trades on MOOAR? No, that's not how it works. It's specifically trading these sneakers that give you double the value, correct, anyway?
Yes, correct.
Very cool.
And I want to talk about a little bit into details on because as you said, it's kind of related to the floor price of each collection, right? So our mechanics encourage people to trade a little bit higher than the floor price. If it's like hugely above the floor price, then the rewards you get is going to be capped in certain way, and then so that's not good for our ecosystem. So that's why it's being capped, and probably is not as beneficial as you trade, let's say, a little bit slightly above the floor price. But on the other hand, we taking floor price as a reference. People might have concern that, oh, what about one person start to list 10% of an item, and it's like drastically drop the floor price in 1 second or in 10 seconds. We have definitely systems to protect that. So it's not, we are taking, a sort of dynamic tracking on floor price. So for one single listing that trying to maliciously crash any floor price, we won't be taking those into reference. So the reference point is always a relatively stable, but also dynamically following the market. It's a good reference for the floor price.
Makes sense. Ignore those outliers. I got another follow-up for Jan. Jan, when we're talking about the benefits and privileges that Genesis holders get, always in the past, having a Genesis sneaker inside the STEPN app has entitled us to other additional benefits. There could be airdrops of GMT. There could be Gas Hero assets. There could be OG sneakers in new realms, different things that would happen. But it was always the case that you had to have your Genesis sneaker in the STEPN app. And if it was outside in a wallet, especially listed on another marketplace somewhere, we did not give those Genesis holders the same benefits. What's our plan with these more STEPN Genesis sneakers? Clearly, we don't want users moving them into STEPN. We want them actively traded on MOOAR. So if I've got a more STEPN Genesis sneaker in my wallet, actively listed on MOOAR, am I going to get these additional bonuses and things that could be coming in the future that all the other Genesis holders tend to get?
Okay. Be sure to attend the STEPN town hall for December. We might have discussed this.
Nice.
Over there.
Perfect. Good team.
Yeah. But I think there will be people using the STEPN MOOAR cat sneaker in STEPN once we have more liquidities, because we have prepared 2,000 pairs. I think it's going to take about a year to fully distribute them. So once we have more, there will be people move that, just to enjoy the skin, right? Or they could be trading more. So you can't have both, right? Either you have that in the STEPN, you get airdrops, or you have in MOOAR, have the double, MOOAR box experience.
Very cool. Another common one that I've seen is if I were to take one of these more STEPN Genesis sneakers, move it into the game, into the STEPN game, go ahead and enhance it up to an uncommon, a rare, an epic. Is there a chance that I'm getting better rewards, different things at a higher rarity level? I don't think we have any announcements to make, but definitely pay attention. There could be more to come, right?
We did it last year. And because we did every year, we did something different, so that we are more unpredictable. So we haven't think what we're gonna do this year, next year. But we will have some discussion in this year's last summer.
Absolutely, and I would not think that it would be beyond the realm of possibility that the Genesis sneakers utility in MOOAR could change over time as well. Or potentially, if you're getting 200% increased XP for a common Genesis, maybe you get that and something else for an uncommon, a rare, and epic. Nothing announced yet, but pay attention for more details potentially in the future. And another one from Resta69. Resta's asking, considering STEPN's subscription service and MOOAR's upcoming upgraded version, would an all-in-one subscription for devoted FSL fans be beneficial? This is interesting. So you think about the subscription that we can do in the STEPN app. We've got MOOAR Plus where you subscribe as well. Maybe there's something on the horizon where we kind of combine all those together and subscribe to something from all of FSL. Is that anything we've thought about, Jan?
I think once we disclose the 2024 roadmap, people will find out.
Ooh, alpha today.
Yes.
I like it.
So we'll discuss very briefly of the STEPN roadmap for 2024 in the STEPN talk.
Very cool. Very cool. Julie is asking, could you clarify the number of transactions required to attain the highest level MOOAR box? That's a good one, Julia. We can get Tenue to go into a little bit more detail. I can tell you this. if you were to trade something worth hundreds of thousands of dollars on a single item, you'd have a better chance to get a level 12. If you were to trade several NFTs together that went up to that price, you'd have a higher chance to get a level 12, right? So there's multiple ways you can get it, but there's this big luck component too, isn't there, Tenue? I noticed recently I sold a single MOOAR Genesis sneaker and got a level 8 box, and then I went and bought 3 of them off the floor and got a level 8 box. And I've seen other people buy one off the floor and get like a level 10 box, or I think the first level 11 box went out at a similar pace, right? So there's definitely this luck mechanic built in where you've got a chance that if you trade something like an ape, you could get enough shards in that box and a big enough box to even redeem for an ape. So some people get a much bigger box rarely than what they would expect from their trading volume. Is that right, Tenue?
Yeah, exactly. So the luck plays important roles in it. What we can guarantee is, on average, everybody is definitely get net positive earning, and if like you'd be really lucky, you can trade an ape, win an ape. You can trade a sneaker, win enough shards to redeem a sneaker. But yeah, on average, it ties to your trading volume and your level.
Absolutely. I've seen some questions roll through chat asking about the types of rewards that could potentially be in these boxes in the future. Will it always be only shards, or could there be additional things? I can tell you that you want to pay attention just in the next few days or so, maybe within the next 5 days or so. There could be something additional and special getting ready to pop into boxes. And as we look forward to future seasons, we absolutely have that potential, right? Where we could have actual NFTs maybe pop out of the boxes, different kinds of shards, maybe GMT pop out of the boxes, a lot of different things that we could do over time based on the feedback we get from the community, right?
Yeah, we support like different types of rewards in the MOOAR box. So during one season, we will have like some mystery special gifts, additional gifts than the shards itself. But also in the future seasons, we'll have like different type of NFT collections, shards or tokens in the future.
Very nice. Jan, do you wanna hint at anything, Mary? Is there anything, Mary, in the future you want to hint about, or do we want to avoid that and let it come out in due time?
I think there's a little bit alpha for Stefan. I mean, you hint that a little bit already. So upcoming, right? For this
upcoming, without a doubt. Yep, I think there's some teasers out there. You might want to search #Marybox or #Maryboxes on X and see what you find. There's definitely some hidden clues out there about things that may be coming in the future days. My gosh, we got so many good questions here in so little time. Tenue, Jan, how are you guys on time? Do we need to be out in 3 minutes, or do we have time to go a little over if needed?
I think we can go over. Okay, what do you think?
Definitely
can go over? Perfect. I'm going to keep cranking these questions. You guys let me know when you get run out of time. For people who don't, this is coming from Abe Chung. For people who don't trade regularly, what's the incentive to participate? Is it worth participating knowing that these shards expire after every season? I think that's a great question, Abe. And in my mind, if somebody only trades once a month, they're still going to be more incentivized to trade on MOOAR at once a month instead of somewhere else, because they'll get a box for that trade. They'll certainly be able to open that box within the month. They can take the shards that are in that box, instantly list them on the secondary marketplace and sell them at a high price, or instantly go ahead and recycle them and get cash back from us right away. So you're going to get better rewards even if you don't trade regularly. Would you add anything to that, Tenue?
Yeah, so as you said, yeah, for non-frequent trainers, if you made a deal on MOOAR, you still like win. And when you get shards, there are different ways. You don't have to, like for big traders, you can collect enough shards to redeem for a blue chip NFT, which we designed in a way that using the shards to redeem an NFT, you will definitely always be winning. So but also if you are infrequent traders, you can list your shards on secondary market, because there are other people's collectors who collect the shards to redeem an NFT. So you will very likely to list it much better price than the recycle price. So we have a fixed recycle price for the shards. You can recycle it anytime to us for half GMT, which the recycle price we also assure that people can earn, but just not earning as much as they're selling on the secondary market. But how can we guarantee that secondary market can, help our users to win more? Is that, for example, there's a floor price for MOOAR sneaker, or there's a floor price for Bored Ape, right? So we need certain amount to redeem these blue chip, and these floor price divided by the amount that you need to collect to redeem will always be better value compared to recycle, meaning that if you use the shards you use it for redemption will always value, or those bigger collectors use for redemption will always has a better value. So there's always incentives from the big collectors to collect those shards from secondary market. That's how like infrequent traders can earn in different ways, right? Like selling your shards or recycle your shards, both help you to win. But which choice you're gonna make, you can make this decision strategically by yourself.
Perfect. I got 3 questions from 3 different people, all on a common thing. Silpharos says, are you planning to reward users with physical products in the future? ABCDDD says, are there any plans to get Gas Hero NFTs from MOOARbox? And Gem Collector says, is there a possibility we'll obtain assets other than sneakers that can be used with STEPN from more boxes in the future? I'm going to hit all 3 of these at the same time and say, yes, yes, yes. You definitely want to pay attention. In the very near future, there could be additional items popping out of the MOOARbox that could get you access to physical products, like our merch from our recent merch store. Could be things like Gas Hero NFTs. And 100%, Gem Collector, there's a possibility that's already built into the current seasonal model we have. The first 2 weeks are for these STEPN Genesis sneaker shards. The second 2 weeks, they're shards that actually go for Bored Apes, BAYCs. So it's already built in. And we know that just in a few days, we got something new that's going to be popping out of the boxes along with the sneaker shards that could tie into a brand new event that's getting ready to launch. Let me see what else. Wydow says, don't you think it would be also cool to hide huge assets in random boxes, such as the MOOAR Genesis sneaker? I'm a shrimp in this market and don't play the game because I have no chance to gather all 20,000 shards. Knowing I've got a chance to win one would motivate a lot of players to try their luck, increase MOOAR utilization, but a lot increase the MOOAR community appearance and feeling. Wydow, you're in luck because that's exactly what we built. Inside our random MOOAR boxes, there's a chance that the reward that comes out of it could be as big as 100% of what you traded. So if you trade an ape, you could potentially win an ape. If you can't afford to trade an ape and you can't afford to gather all 20,000 shards, here's the beauty. You could trade something different. Trade a heist NFT. You could get enough shards that you could sell on the secondary market or recycle and go buy a heist NFT. Sometimes you might even get a reward that's a little bit bigger than what your trade was. Isn't that right, Tenuwe? If you trade something like a single sneaker and get a level 12 box, maybe that level 12 box ends up being more value than what that sneaker was worth?
Yes, definitely. Like, see right now the shards flow price I was monitoring right now, it was around 3 times or even higher than the recycle price, right? So for people like, depending on your strategy, when do you sell out your shards or recycle your shards or collect enough to redeem, there is chance that you kind of make your way to make a profit, that like you made a deal about haste and then get enough shards and then sell the shards, the value even exceed the haste NFT you traded earlier. So that's definitely possible. Anything is possible. And as we said earlier, we are designed, like the NFT is designed in a way, the mechanics kind of driving the floor price of NFT up. So there is big space for imagination. What's the different floor price of each blue chips can be, and so the shards price kind of go up. Can be potentially go really high. So anything is possible.
Perfect. Carl from GameFi asked a question. He says, I'm inspecting the blockchain and the Polygon transactions regarding Gas Hero badges. I'm seeing that whale owners of these badges are creating continuously new wallets and selling their badges to their new wallet address. As far as I understood, you've implemented anti-cheating system to avoid this kind of self-transactions for getting shards. Is this really working? Carl, I don't know if you listened to the beginning, but we actually have a new feature that's getting ready to launch this evening that's going to help with this as well. But what I can tell you is that these whales that are creating more and more and more wallet addresses and selling to themselves are actually disadvantaging themselves, right? What they end up doing is paying a much higher amount of service fee, and they're not getting as big a reward because they're not getting the membership level to increase and the bigger boxes and the bigger rewards by keeping all their trading on a single account. If they were to trade everything on a single account with other users and bounce around to different NFTs, in particular NFTs near the floor price of a collection, that would be the most efficient way. So I think as they learn that, they'll quit doing this because they're just throwing money away, right? They're actually throwing away additional profit that they could make. The new system that we're getting ready to launch here in the coming hours is a red light, green light system. And so what this does is if a whale user were to keep doing this over and over and trade in the same NFT, they'd actually have a visual representation directly on that NFT listed on MOOAR. The light would turn red, and they would know by continuing to trade that same NFT, they're no longer going to get XP or boxes from that NFT. Right? And if they switch to other NFTs in the collection or even other collections, they can start getting the rewards again. Hope that helps. Would you add anything to that, Jan or Tenuwe?
I think that's perfect sum up.
Perfect. We got one from Nino Stepan, Gas Hero. He says, what does FSL have in mind to prevent the more trading and Gas Hero news from causing people to stop using Stepan? It's an interesting question. There's certainly some overlap, right? We've certainly seen that our community, our loyal Stepan community, are big parts of the Gas Hero community test and big parts of the Gas Hero coupon trading and badge trading and participating in this MOOAR rewards program, the MOOAR box system that's going on right now. But I almost think long term, the player base that loves to go out and exercise every day with Stepan and the player base that loves to play Gas Hero isn't going to have a ton of overlap. I think they're kind of different player bases, but I think there's room for both, even if it did completely overlap. Like both games can survive. MOOAR can survive as a trading platform. Gas Hero can survive at a game without killing Stepan, right, Jan?
Because you have to look at MOOAR like an intermediate phase between the product we build, the game or the fitness app or other product, we build. The MOOAR is more of as I said, the second half of the NFT journey between GMT to NFT, from NFT to GMT. So it's more like a infrastructure type of thing. We just make the whole experience gamified. And with Gas Hero and Stepan, and don't forget that we have Stepan 2 coming up, is various of product, and it actually target to different user behavior. For example, for Stepan 2 is basically you allocate an exclusive time and you're going out for a bit of exercise, or you're going out with a whole bunch of friends to a bit of exercise. So it's more of an exercise time. You allocate this time for yourself or for yourself and family. And with Gas Hero, it's more like a fragment time, in between things, right? In between maybe lunch and work, or, you have 15 minutes or 10 minutes, you deploy your lineup and then go out for a venture, right? You plan things. Or you're basically waiting for the auction house at a certain time of the day. So it's fragment time for Gas Hero, strategic, and exclusive time allocation for Stepan 2. And everything in between, if you need to trade, go to MOOAR. So none of them are conflicting. We purposely design products that do not conflict each other.
Very cool. Reiko's got a good one. This is one I've thought about and we haven't addressed yet. Once an NFT is on red light, is there a cooldown period after which it'll be green again and can earn more boxes? 100% Reiko. And this is really important. We did not want to create a system where it's almost like this. What's the kids' game where there's all the chairs in the circle and everybody goes round and round and you pull a chair out and everybody has to sit down when the music stops and there's not a chair left? That's exactly what it could have ended up being with this red light, green light system. If you're the last person that owns that NFT and it gets a red light and it never turns green again, you're stuck because nobody's going to buy that NFT and you're going to lose money on it. So 100% there's a cooldown period. I don't think we're going to publicly say exactly what that number is. We may even change that number over time, but in general, it's not a very long period of time, correct? Tenue Yan, do we want to be more specific than that and say it's a few hours or less? It could be longer, could be shorter?
Between 1 minute to 1 day.
I like it. Somewhere between 1 minute to 1 day. Yeah, it works. That works.
It's going to be on the shorter end, I would say.
Yeah.
It's going to be definitely.
People find out very soon.
Yeah, exactly right. The community will be digging into it and finding out. Reiko asked a follow-up. Is there any other collection besides these MOOAR Step and Genesis sneakers that reward above 100% experience for more boxes? Reiko, I've got great news for you. I've got this new thing called MOOAR Plus. And if you get a MOOAR Plus subscription, every collection that you trade, you get more experience for. Right, Tenue?
Yeah, sorry. Can you say that again? MOOAR Plus subscription, and you will
get more experience for all of your trades.
Exactly. You get double experience on all the trading, so level up super fast. What's exciting is if you're MOOAR Plus and you are trading a MOOAR sneaker, which will give you 4 times growing on XP, and MOOAR sneaker itself get you double rewards on the MOOAR box. So MOOAR Plus itself is like a great plus on engaging with MOOAR box and participating, adding slots, and let alone about other creator benefits. But combining MOOAR Plus with MOOAR sneaker is even more powerful. It's kind of, we designed in a way that mutually reinforcing each other. So if you haven't tried, just try it.
Yep. And Carl, this is another disadvantage that user gets when they're creating 1,000 different wallets. Likely they're not subscribing all 1,000 of them to MOOAR Plus. If they are, we win. If they're not, they're losing because it means they're getting half as much experience and half the size of boxes as if they were to just level up that one account that has MOOAR Plus. We got one here from Kajaro. Kajaro is asking about the royalty fees as a creator. Kajaro released an NFT collection supporting carbon neutrality by using the royalty fee. The structure does not work in the new system. Is it possible to fix the royalty fee, not depending on the seller's decision? That's a great question, Kajaro. So right now on MOOAR, we have the royalty fees, which is separate from the service fee, being optional. So you could convince your community to turn that royalty fee on and include it in their listings and the things that they buy and the things that they sell. We also have the opportunity for certain collections to make that a mandatory thing, right, Tenue? Is that something where certain collections could have a mandatory royalty fee, other collections it's an optional royalty fee? Is that in the plan?
Yeah, so for all the partners, we have enforced at least 1% by default royalty fee for the partner projects. If as MOOAR creators, if you have requests, you can just directly reach out to us. We can set whatever enforced royalty fee for your collection, but it will be under 10%. I think it's a reasonable ask because nowadays nobody really go over 10% of royalty fee. But if you have the request, definitely reach out to us. We will be here to support all the time.
Fantastic. 2 final questions, and then I'd like to do a quick recap. Everybody still good on time for 2 more? Sounds like it. Let's go. Ismail Ozon says, based on the floor price rule, if we were to trade a Gas Hero Genesis coupon, will it be considered as a move item coupon price they're in the same collection, or you distinguish between different types of NFTs in the same collection? This is a great question, Ismail, and this is one that we've thought about a lot internally. So there's a possibility in Gas Hero itself where the Gas Hero Move item coupons have a much lower floor price, I think around 500 GMT, where the Gas Hero Genesis coupons are like 43,000 GMT, 40,000 GMT. And so what happens when they're both in the same collection, and what are our plans in the future based on that? Certainly we've thought about this, right, Tenue and Jan? We've thought about within all collections, there are rarity levels. In Steppen Genesis sneaker, there's a epic Genesis and there's a common Genesis, right? And so if you have both of them only giving you the reward of being near the floor price, you disadvantage people that are trading rarer items. Is that something that we've solved already, or is that something we plan to solve in the future?
So we are improving our indexers to track the floor price for each trades. And we have solved for the key collections on MOOAR. So if the key collections as Gas Hero coupons or badges or MOOAR sneakers or other highly traded collections, we started to track those floor price by trades. And then gradually we're going to accommodate more and more collections to indexing their trades floor price.
Perfect. I love that answer. I hope that answers it, Ismail. It does for me. So if you do it by trait, then the Gas Hero Genesis coupon has a different trait, so it would have a different floor price for those versus the move items, which is exactly what you're looking for. And we hope that to be for all collections at some point, but it's the top collections right now. Survivor D with the final question says, does Shard's recycle price change between each round? That's a great question. So there's going to be different kinds of shards each round, right? The first 2 weeks we know is round one. We're going to have these sneaker shards. They're currently able to recycle at half of GMT, but people are selling them on the marketplace for 1.5 GMT or more. The second 2 weeks, round two, we're going to have these ape shards for BAYCs. They'll have the same exact recycle price, Tenue, or potentially a different recycle price?
They will have the same recycle price, and across each round, the recycle price will be always consistent at half GMT, which we can still reassure that our participants can win. If they trade normally, definitely a win, even for recycle, but there's always huge potentials. If you sell it in the secondary market, you can earn much more. So consistent price and make everybody a safe winning.
Perfect. Yep, and that goes forward, Survivor D, all the way through the entire 10-week season. So there's 4 different rounds of 2 weeks each, and then there's a 2-week buffer at the end. So if you're collecting sneaker shards now, you've got another 9 weeks in which you can sell those on the secondary. If you get enough, 20,000 of them, you could redeem them for a sneaker, or for the entire 10-week season, have the ability to recycle them back to us at that same price. It's not like we're going to all of a sudden just cut it in half where you have to worry about that. Good. What have we missed? I want to do a recap. I want to get some final thoughts as well. Should I recap first and then final thoughts? Or, Jan, you want to get some final thoughts first?
Final thought. I think the final thought is really that we really need to focus on design good mechanics, and the good thing will happen afterward. And we did spend many days planning the MOOAR box and future product features to make it, like a roadmap, right? So once we sort out everything, and we roll out, execute, and we don't hope for the best. We actually, design to success. I think that's the phrase we use. I think that's important. That's important for all the future product we build. There's a lot of new things going to come up. So once we start rolling the MOOAR box, basically just the beginning, and we'll having interesting features going to come out step by step and gradually.
Perfect. Misha, final thoughts about the new channels in the Discord server and the upcoming event on Friday in the Discord server as well, that now is also mirrored to X and YouTube?
Yeah, we're going to have some more exciting new features that are coming to MOOAR Discord. We're considering leveling, and we're considering bringing more rewards to our most engaged users, most engaged community members. And looking forward to that. We'll be implementing that pretty soon in the coming days.
Absolutely. And for those that are actively trying to collect more boxes and figuring out how big of an NFT or how many NFTs I need to trade to get a certain level box, and what kind of rewards come out of each box level, how to most efficiently work in this system, there's a channel in the MOOAR Discord server devoted to just exactly that people are working on right now. Also for Gas Hero, if you are a Gas Hero player, if you're a Gas Hero collector, if you're trying to figure out even what the current badges, the Genesis heroes, the common heroes, the pets, the weapons, everything else you're trading for, there's a Gas Hero trading channel. We got some listings there, some volume there, and some good conversation around Gas Hero trading. And I think that will especially explode come time for the actual Gas Hero launch. For those that are part of the community test, or even for those that aren't, there's a special version, a Mumbai More version, as a part of this community test for Gas Hero, where you can see the UI, the gaming UI, what it's like to trade Gas Hero on More. For those not aware, anything that you list in the in-app marketplace for Gas Hero also shows up on More and vice versa. And you can see this additional UI that has all those additional features. How leveled up is that hero or that pet or that weapon? What skills, what stats, everything that you need to make the most informed decision on your trade. Check that out now and you get a preview of what is soon to come. We do know that we have a Finding Satoshi Zeely quest going on right now. The password is MOOAR Party. It's going to be mostly caps, capital M, capital O, capital O, capital A, capital R, and then capital P in the party. The rest of party is lowercase A-R-T-Y, all one word. The first tap is caps, M-O-O-A-R-P is capitalized, A-R-T-Y is lowercase. Anyway, any final thoughts? And I'll do a recap of the overall.
So Gas Hero Collection is our tryout for a specialized UI for different type of gamified projects. And I think it's not only like providing additional informations, it's also a good way to actually learn about the game. You will see like so many hidden nuance behind those NFTs. You have the heroes with different, like even the same hero with the same code name, they have different qualities. Some has better attributes, some has relatively lower. So you can find probably like the best single NFT out of the same hero. And on the other hand, for weapons, pads, they got like random skills or random attributes. Again, like different items, same items has like different nuances. So you will be able to learn so much and compare all those differences in a web browser with MOOAR. So good way to trade and good way to learn.
Fantastic. We covered a lot during the course of this AMA. We answered a lot of questions. I know there's a lot more questions out there. Maybe we can figure out a way for you guys to efficiently continue to ask those questions and us to get you answers. We're going to continue doing these events on X, on Discord, everywhere, even ongoing in the Discord channels. We talked today a lot about the vision for MOOAR, creating this fun, gamified, rewarding experience, this rewarding trading platform that's fun to do, right? The new MOOAR box system, how to most efficiently trade in these MOOAR boxes, how to learn how this new wash trading mechanic is going to work within MOOAR with this red light, green light system that's about to go live. How, if you want to most efficiently trade to get MOOAR boxes, your best way is to become a MOOAR Plus member, where you're getting double your XP on every trade, and then trade these MOOAR Steppen Genesis sneakers, where again you're getting another 200% XP on each time you trade those sneakers. And we know that the system is built to where if you're buying the NFTs that are closest to the floor price and then lifting them up a little bit higher so the floor price raises to resell them, that's your most effective way to get the biggest prizes and pay the least amount of service fee. A lot of good alpha in there. We also hit a lot of alpha along the way about events that are coming, maybe something merry about to happen, maybe something new that's going to drop in the MOOAR box soon in addition to the shards. A lot of events, things that are going to be announced in the upcoming Steppen Town Hall. that's coming up and a lot of other stuff too. Probably too much to go through in a summary, but we will put out a recap thread on X so you can read a lot of what was said here today. I would not be surprised if there's not people in the audience that are writing their own threads as well, which is pretty cool. I think that's about all I got. Is there anything else? Anybody else got some last minute words before we close her out?
That's a pretty cool summary. Yeah. All good.
Nice.
All good, all good.
Yep. Anyway, Jan, Misha, appreciate you being here. Everybody in the audience, thank you for all the questions. Thank you for your participation, your activity. Thank you for your trading. We would be remiss if we did not remind everybody, now not only is Gas Hero the #1 most traded collection on Polygon, more trading than all the other collections combined, but that also means MOOAR is the #1 marketplace on Polygon. MOOAR is now also the #1 marketplace on Solana. We've passed OpenSea, we've passed Tensor, we've passed Magic Eden. We're passing them all, and we've got the other big ones in our sights. Trading does happen and more on multiple different blockchains with multiple different tokens. We're working hard with all the aggregators to make sure that data reflects Solana and GMT and Matic and everything from all the different platforms, so it reflects correctly, but all that data is on the blockchain, and you guys confirm everything that we're saying, which makes it a lot of fun. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for all the great questions. 2,500 GMT about to go out if you had your question answered, so make sure you look for those to be announced soon on X and probably in Discord as well. And talk to y'all soon.
All right. So guys.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate your questions.